Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Sage Listening Lingo. I am Jack.
And I am Julia. Today, we're diving into a fun and engaging topic, planning your weekend.
That's right, Julia. Weekends are such a crucial part of our lives. They offer a chance to relax, spend time with family and friends, and engage in activities we enjoy.
Absolutely, Jack. Whether you're an adventure lover who loves the great outdoors or someone who prefers the cozy comfort of home, weekends have something for everyone.
So, Julia, do you think weekends are important for recharging our energies?
Yes, definitely. They give us a break from the work week and help us feel refreshed.
I agreed. And are you excited to explore various weekend activities and tips today?
Yes, I am. We'll cover everything from outdoor adventures to cozy indoor pastimes.
Great. So let's get started.
First, let's talk about some common weekend activities.
Okay. Do you enjoy starting your weekend with a bit of relaxation?
Yes, I do. Sleeping in and enjoying a lazy morning with a good book is always a treat.
And do you find that catching up on TV shows is a good way to de-stress?
Yes, definitely. It's a nice way to recharge.
For those who enjoy being outdoors, do you think visiting parks or hiking are great options?
Yes, absolutely. Parks are perfect for picnics and playing sports, while hiking offers exercise and beautiful scenery.
What about indoor activities? Are they important when the weather isn't ideal?
Yes, they are. Reading, cooking, and playing board games can be very enjoyable when it's rainy outside.
How do you feel about cooking as a weekend activity?
I think cooking is a fantastic way to spend time. Trying new recipes or preparing a special meal can be really rewarding. Sports are also a popular weekend activity. Do you think joining a local league or playing a sport is a good way to stay active?
Yes, I do. It's a fun way to stay fit and socialize.
And do you agree that creative pursuits like arts and crafts can be fulfilling?
Absolutely. Painting, drawing, or working on DIY projects can be very satisfying. What do you think about gardening as a weekend activity?
Yes, gardening is great. It's a wonderful way to connect with nature and enjoy the outdoors.
For those who live near the coast, do you think visiting the beach is a perfect weekend refreshment?
Yes, swimming, sunbathing, and beach games are all fantastic ways to enjoy the coastline.
And if you're further inland, do lakes and rivers offer a similar experience?
Yes, definitely. Boating, fishing, or picnicking by the water can be very enjoyable.
Right. Do you think weekend trips to nearby towns or tourist attractions can be refreshing?
Yes, they can offer a mini vacation feel without extensive planning.
Are local events like farmers markets and festivals a good way to make the most of your weekend?
Yes, they provide entertainment and a chance to support your community.
Museums and art galleries are great places to visit, don't you think?
Yes, they offer a quiet and inspiring atmosphere for those who enjoy learning and reflection.
For families with children, do zoos and aquariums provide both educational and entertaining experiences?
Yes, they do. Amusement parks also offer thrilling rides and games.
Sometimes the simplest weekends can be the most special. Do you agree that spending quality time at home can be meaningful?
Yes, spending time with loved ones through board games or movie nights is incredibly special.
And do you think visiting friends and family is a cherished weekend activity?
Yes, it's a wonderful way to catch up and create lasting memories.
Let's not forget self-care. Do you think weekends are perfect for activities like going to a spa or practicing yoga?
Yes, definitely. They offer a chance to relax and refresh.
What about volunteering? Do you find it to be a fulfilling way to spend your weekend?
Yes, volunteering helps give back to the community and can be very rewarding.
Lifelong learning is another option. Do you agree that attending workshops or classes can be a rewarding way to spend your weekend?
Yes, exploring new skills or hobbies can be both fun and satisfying. There's so much to do, and the key is to find what you enjoy and make the most of your free time.
Now let's dive into planning your weekend. Julia, do you usually make a list of activities you want to do?
Yes, I do. It helps me stay organized and ensures I don't forget anything important.
That sounds good. How do you typically plan your weekend activities?
I usually start by checking the weather forecast.
Oh, you check the weather early on? How does that help?
Yes, it helps me decide whether to plan outdoor or indoor activities.
Do you think checking for local events is important too?
Definitely. Sometimes there are festivals or markets that you wouldn't want to miss.
How about balancing different types of activities? Does that keep your weekend enjoyable?
Absolutely. I like to mix in some fun activities with downtime, so I feel both productive and rested.
Do you think involving friends or family makes weekends better?
Yes, for sure. Coordinating group activities adds to the fun and creates great memories.
So, having a good mix of everything seems to be key, right?
Right. A little bit of planning goes a long way in making the weekend enjoyable.
How do you feel about having a theme for the weekend? Does it add some excitement?
Yes, it definitely adds excitement. It gives the weekend some direction and makes it more enjoyable.
How about setting goals? Do you find that satisfying?
Absolutely. Achieving small goals like finishing a book or trying a new recipe can be really satisfying.
Do you ever mix familiar activities with new experiences?
Yes, I do. Trying something new can be exciting and might even lead to discovering a new passion.
How important do you think it is to plan for rest?
Very important. Scheduling downtime helps you recharge and prevents you from feeling overscheduled.
Do you use technology to help with your planning, like apps for weather or events?
Yes, I do. Apps make it so much easier to organize everything.
Do you have any last-minute tips for our listeners?
Yes, I'd say stay flexible and open-minded. Planning is great, but sometimes the best experiences come from being willing to adapt. By the way, how about you? How do you usually plan your weekends?
I'd say I keep things simple. I like to plan one or two key activities and then be open to whatever comes up.
That sounds like a good balance. Unexpected twists definitely keep things fun.
Absolutely. Weekend activities can change with the seasons. Julia, do you have some great summer activities in mind?
Yes, summer is perfect for going to the beach, having barbecues, hiking, and picnicking. Camping and road trips are also great.
And in fall?
Yes, fall offers pumpkin patches, apple picking, enjoying fall foliage, and cozy evenings with warm drinks.
What about winter?
Yes, winter activities include skiing, snowboarding, and ice skating. Indoor options like reading, baking cookies, and movie marathons are also great.
Finally, what about spring?
Yes, spring is all about enjoying the outdoors again. Hiking, visiting botanical gardens, and attending spring fairs are wonderful activities.
Let's look at some real-life examples. Last weekend, I went to a farmer's market with my family. Did you have a similar experience?
Yes, I went to a museum with friends. We explored a new exhibit and had dinner at a cozy restaurant afterward.
It's great to hear how different activities can make weekends special.
Yes, variety keeps weekends exciting and fulfilling.
Sometimes plans don't go as expected. What are some common issues?
That's true. Sometime weather changes, feeling too tired, or unexpected events can disrupt plans. It's important to have backup plans and keep flexible activities in mind.
Flexibility is key. Do you find that unplanned moments can lead to unexpected fun?
Yes, sometimes adapting to the situation can lead to enjoyable experiences.
How do you manage your energy levels during busy weekends?
I listen to my body and balance activities with downtime. Being okay with canceling plans if needed helps me stay refreshed.
Great advice. Weekends should be about relaxation and enjoyment, not added stress.
Absolutely. Keeping things flexible and enjoyable makes all the difference.
Let me introduce our new guest, Sarah. Welcome to our podcast.
Thank you, Jack. Hi, Julia.
Hi, Sarah. Great to have you here.
So, Sarah, let's kick things off with a question about indoor activities for a rainy weekend. Do you have any suggestions?
Sure. For a rainy weekend, how about having a movie marathon, baking some cookies, or playing board games? You could also start a new hobby like painting or knitting. Reading a book or doing home workouts are also good ideas.
Those sound great. I also love setting up a cozy spot for reading or trying out new recipes. What about you, Jack? Do you have any indoor favorites?
I enjoy organizing mini dye projects or trying out new cooking techniques. It's fun to learn something new indoors.
Speaking of activities, another listener mentioned they love hiking with their dog. Sarah, do you think hiking with pets is rewarding?
Yes, hiking with pets is wonderful. It's a great way to bond and enjoy nature together. Plus, dogs love the exercise.
We also have a listener who enjoys exploring new cuisines on weekends. Julia, how about trying new recipes? Is it a food adventure?
Definitely. Trying out new recipes can be a fun and satisfying way to discover new flavors and cuisines.
And now, let's hear from our special guest, Sarah. Sarah, you mentioned you love planning your weekends around new experiences. Can you share more about that?
Absolutely. I enjoy trying out new workouts, visiting museums, or exploring nearby towns. It's all about finding joy in the little things and keeping the weekends exciting.
That's wonderful advice, Sarah. It's great to keep things fresh and new. Jack, what about you? Any special tips for planning weekends?
I like to mix in a few surprise elements, sometimes leaving a bit of time for unplanned adventures, and it can make the weekend even more enjoyable. What about you, Sarah? How do you handle unexpected changes in plans?
I try to stay flexible. Sometimes the best experiences come from being open to change and going with the flow. It's all about enjoying the moment.
That's a great approach. And how about you, Jack? Any favorite unplanned activities?
I enjoy exploring new places on a whim, like checking out a local event or trying a new coffee shop. It adds a bit of excitement to the weekend.
Sounds fun. What about you, Sarah? Any recent unexpected adventures?
Recently, I decided to visit a new town nearby on a whim. It turned out to be a fantastic day exploring local shops and trying out new foods.
It's fun to learn something new indoors. That's a great example of how flexibility can lead to memorable experiences.
Absolutely. And before we wrap up, let's hear from our other guest, Alex, who's also joining us today. Welcome, Alex.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. I've been listening to the conversation and wanted to add that incorporating seasonal activities can make weekends more enjoyable. For example, winter might be perfect for a cozy indoor day, while summer is ideal for outdoor adventures.
That's a great point, Alex. Seasons definitely influence what activities are most enjoyable. How do you usually plan for different seasons?
I like to create a list of seasonal activities and check it each month. It helps me stay organized and ensures I make the most of each season.
That's a smart strategy. And Alex, how do you balance seasonal activities with your regular plans?
I try to blend seasonal fun with my usual routines. For example, in summer, I might combine outdoor adventures with a few relaxing indoor days to avoid burnout.
That's a great balance. It's important to enjoy seasonal activities while still keeping some downtime.
Well, that's the ends of today's episode of the Sage Listening Lingo.
We hope you've enjoyed our discussion on weekend planning and found some inspiration for your own weekends.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed sharing my tips and hearing from everyone.
It was great to join the conversation. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend.
Remember, weekends are a time to relax, explore, and enjoy life. Find what makes you happy and make the most of your time off.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Sage Listening Lingo.